Welcome back to part 2. We'll start right away with 长, third tone meaning long. And for example, you can describe the last word we had in the first part, 时间. So 长时间 would mean a long time. So 长 meaning long. Next up, 以后, third tone, fourth tone, meaning after. And we recognize 后 from 后面, where it meant behind something. Here it's sort of the corresponding word, but for time, which would be after. So when we're talking about space, we say 后面, behind. And when we're talking about time, we say 以后, after. And using the exact same logic, we have 前面, which would mean in front of something. And then, of course, when we're talking about time, 以前 would mean before. So 以前 means before. Jumping from all the time words into a really polite phrase would be 不客气. And notice here that 不 changes its tone because it is followed by another fourth tone. So we say 不客气 instead of 不客气. So 不客气, you're welcome. Another polite word, 对不起, two fourth tones followed by a third tone. And note that the 起 in 不客气 is not the same as this one in 对不起. 高兴, first tone followed by fourth tone, meaning happy or glad. And the reason I wrote both happy and glad is that this can be used both for the general state when someone is happy and for when you are happy or glad to see someone. So for example, when you're glad someone did something, then you can also use 高兴. And this first 高 in itself means tall or high, and combined with 兴, we get 高兴, happy. 没关系 is just one of many phrases meaning the exact same thing, and it's the same in English. Anyway, the tones are 没, second tone, 管, third tone, 系, fourth tone. And possible translations could be doesn't matter, no worries, don't worry about it, or similar. There are so many phrases in English, and it's the same in Chinese. There are a lot of phrases that mean kind of the same thing. Next is a wonderful word, which has a very logical explanation. 马上, third tone, fourth tone. Literally means on a horse, but it translates into immediately. Okay, so why does it do that? Well, it derives from the days of Genghis Khan, where the way to get somewhere immediately was to go there by horse. Hence, immediately is 马上. 认识, fourth tone, second tone. To know or get to know someone or even meet someone. A great word when you, for example, want to say pleased to meet you, which is a phrase that you will definitely use a lot. And we'll look at that in just a bit. 认识, know, get to know, or meet. And lastly, 3 more colors. First off, 黄, yellow. Second tone, 黄, yellow. 蓝, second tone, blue, 蓝. Third of the colors, 绿, fourth tone, green. And this sound can be a bit difficult to get right, but I'm gonna teach you how to nail it. So shape your mouth as if you were gonna whistle. So, okay, you got the shape of your mouth. But then you just don't whistle. Just have your mouth in that shape. And instead, I'm gonna have to talk normally now. Instead of whistling, you just use your vocal cords instead. So instead of, you just say, lü, there, nail it. So, as a little final bonus, we have 东方, 2 first tones, east, where 东 means east and 方 means direction. So basically, 东方 means the direction east, or in the east, as we would say. And those are this week's words. Quite a lot of them. Let's put them together into some sentences. So, first of the sentences, we have 现在几点了?现在几点了? Right now, question word, o'clock, 了. So, first we ask what time, and then we add the 了 because this is something that has already happened. The time has already passed. Second of the sentences, we have 我们今天下午3点钟要开始. So, 我们 we 今天 today 下午 afternoon, so in the afternoon 3点钟 so 3点 3 o'clock, and then we add the 钟 as I spoke of earlier, which can mean an even hour. So 3点钟, so 3 o'clock sharp. 要 are going to 开始 have a meeting. So we're going to have a meeting in the afternoon, this afternoon at 3 o'clock. Okay, so third of the sentences, 你什么时候回瑞典? So you 什么 what 时候 time 回 return 瑞典. So here we use 时候 because returning somewhere is done in a specific point in time. We don't see that as a long time frame. So we don't use 时间. Instead we use 时候. Fourth of the sentences, we have 请你马上来. So please or please you 马上 right away on the horse, right? We do it immediately. 来 come. And as always, we put the time determinant before the verb. You can see in English, we have right away after come, but in English, we have the right away before because we want to determine everything before we tell the reader what's actually going on. Okay, fifth. 对不起，没有蓝色. I'm sorry, there is no blue one. So this could be used, for example, if you're in a department store and you ask for the blue version of a shirt or something, and then the clerk comes back and says, I'm sorry, there's nothing, there's no blue one in this edition. So 对不起，没有蓝色. 对不起, I'm sorry. 没有, there is no. 蓝 blue, 色 is just a color ending. So last of the sentences, we have 认识你，我很高兴. 认识你，我很高兴. 认识 get to know or meet. 你 you 我 I 很 very 高兴. 认识你，我很高兴. Get to know you, I very happy. Nice to meet you. And those were all the sentences for this week. As always, I look forward to seeing you in class.